Liverpool Legends. Very excited about this show. Really, in real life, Marty and Joe, but we know you as John and George today. I'm so glad to see y'all.
Thanks so much
I'm
for
so
having
glad
us.
that y'all are. This is a big show. This is an award-winning show. And coming to the Amarillo Globe News Center, I mean, this is a big deal, and we want people to get their tickets, but tell us about this show, because I did not know George Harrison's sister has a lot to do with this show.
She put the show together years ago. I met her right after George passed, and we became really close friends, and she wanted to do something. She thought she saw something in me, so we put a show together, and we ended up opening our own theater in Branson, Missouri.
What?
We were lucky enough to get a Grammy nomination. We,
Oh
got
my
to do some cool things like
Carnegie Hall.
Yeah, we did Carnegie
It's
Hall.
big.
But the Globe Center is a big
Yes.
thing for us. It's been many years since we've been here in town. And so it's a very unique Beatles show. It's narrated by Louise Harrison.
Really?
So there's all these personal sort of insights, but everything is live. And we kind of go through the history of the Beatles, and that's sort of what we do. And we're coming in March 15th.
Okay.
It's a Saturday night here at the Globe Center.
We've got a little bit
Yeah.
to get tickets, and I feel
They're
like
selling fast. You got to get them now.
right.
Before they're
And-
gone.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing about Texas. Here's what I've noticed. They're like, we're going to that.
Yeah.
We're going, and then 2 days before, then they get their tickets. And we're like, don't do this for this show.
Yeah.
Get them now, because this one, we want you to have a good seat, and we really want you to see the show. So the Globe News Center, there's not a bad seat in the
No.
house. Serious. So wherever you sit, but get your tickets, because we don't want you to miss it. Tell us a little bit about what music. I mean, are we really going to hear some of our favorites and really get to see and hear things we wouldn't normally?
Yes, I think, there's a lot of songs that the Beatles never did live that we do, and people can hear some of their songs and sing along with it and see the instruments and just experience something that, isn't readily available anymore.
And you can't see the Beatles, right? So we
know,
try to
yeah.
make it, our show's very visual too. So it's like, we try to make it so it's as close as maybe you can get to maybe what it would be like if you saw the Beatles, right from the beginning of their career to the end.
Oh,
So,
man, this is going to be
yeah.
so good.
So like the early part of our show, we look like sort of the Ed Sullivan Show,
Right.
mop top sort of thing.
Right.
And then the later part of the show, we kind of look like this.
Become hippies.
And
These are my
and,
street clothes.
Yeah, and it's a lot of fun, and it's a little bit of a different take on a Beatles show. There's a lot of history involved in it.
A lot of
you know.
history involved,
Yeah.
So tell me this, whenever you, because I know when you just love music, and there's so many that love the Beatles, and I know even I have a 30-year-old kid, and I'm like, do you know the Beatles? I mean, I think that there's so many people that want to know if they don't know, and there's people
Yeah.
that really know.
Oh, yeah.
There's so many fans in the genre, I
It's
feel like.
one of the wonders of the world why they're still as popular, or more popular actually today than they were. And so at our shows, you have like
Kids.
8-year-olds
Yeah.
Yeah.
and 80-year-olds.
Singing
And,
all
you
the
know,
words.
Like, you're not supposed to like your grandparents' music, right? Or your great-grandparents'
Right.
music. The Beatles kind of, they cancel all that out. And,
Yeah.
and it's somehow they've transferred down. And that's just the magic of the Beatles. Luckily for enough, we're really good at it. But really the power of the Beatles, that they can be just as valid today,
Yeah.
with their music. Hey, we also have to say this weekend, we are also playing in Dalhart on
Okay.
Saturday
Right.
night. It's a little
Okay.
bit of a drive, but we're playing there at the
Loretta.
Yeah, right?
Oh,
Is that
it's
what
so
The
cool.
Loretta Theater.
It is
Yeah.
such a great venue.
It is.
Yeah.
You're going to enjoy it so much
Yeah.
doing the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So this is the first time we've been in this area, and I don't know, since we were kids.
That's right.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're
Yeah.
so glad that you're here. It is a great show. How Panhandle tickets? I know for sure. Anything Globe News, you can get them there. But get them now, and if you are over in our Dalhart area, I mean, the Loretta Theater won, and then the Liverpool Legends. I mean, that's That's a pretty great mix
Yeah.
there. So
Yeah,
that's
we're super excited to be hanging
Yep.
out in town here.
The
We're glad to
Texans,
see y'all.
the Texans are always good to us, and they always turn up. So we're happy to be
Good,
back. Yeah,
good.
you know.
Well, we're glad you came. Thank you
Yeah.
so much.
Yeah, if
you,
anyone
you look
wants
great.
to know, LiverpoolLegends.com, there's a good history of the band on there. You could see like little clips of us playing at the Rose Bowl and Carnegie Hall and things like that. If you want to see what it's like, that's a good place to start.
Okay.
And otherwise, March 15th,
Come see
Globe
the show.
Center. This Saturday, Larita and Dalhart. So
Okay.
yeah,
Y'all are
see it.
awesome.
Come be our guest.
Thanks, Allie.
Listen, we'd love to. We'd
Yeah.
love to. And
Yoko's
I-
not here, so if you want to come,
Listen,
you know,
she'll let
hang
us
out.
come in
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Well, stick around. More to come. We're going to talk more. We'll be right back.